and touch the sky. A star's light shines on long after it dies. Oh, in the nights, I live every day as if it's your last. All memories been bright like beacons of the past. Oh, in the night, now we race against the sun. Now we race against the Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. I remember when the bartender said it's on the house. You make me wanna fall in love. The weather felt better when we were in it together. Oh, I miss the way we used to talk about nothing. I hate to say I should have seen it coming. Last summer everything was easy. We had it all, didn't we, baby? No wonder you couldn't keep it. It got harder than you thought it would be. You stopped loving me on the dark nights. Now you won't kiss me in the sunlight. Last summer I know you leave me, 'cause loving me is addicting. If you wanted to talk, you would've texted. If I wanted to stop, I would've let it go. But I get it, it's alright, 'cause I can't keep my shit together. Safe, you can't debate that. Don't want shit to get better. make me forget it all, and I hate that. Last summer, everything was easy. We had it all, didn't we, baby? No wonder you couldn't keep it. It got harder than you thought it would be. You stopped loving me on the dark nights. Now you won't kiss me in the sunlight. Last summer, I knew you'd leave me, 'cause loving me is addicting. We get along just fine here on our own. Would you offer it? Another money mind? Oh, you wanna rob me blind? Well, I don't know this time. Oh, don't wanna just a liar. Don't wanna feed the fire. Tell me what to do. Yeah. Been listening to my heart. It's leading me from the dark. Tell me what to choose. Don't wanna trust a liar. Don't wanna feed the fire. Tell me what to do. Listening to my heart. It's leading me from the dark. Tell me what to choose. Tell me what to you try to keep us down, but we are backing out because the time is now. Screaming till you're breathless, till other voices drown. But we ain't backing down. Oh, our time is now. Don't wanna just a liar. Don't wanna be the fire. Tell me what to do. Hey, hey. Listening to my heart. It's leading me from the dark. Tell me what to do. Tell
Well, welcome everybody. It is Monday, which means one thing. We are here with the Goose House live for our tournament of the week. And I've got a first timer here, and I'm not talking about anyone in game with Hatchie. How's it going, buddy?
It's going great. I'm excited to be here. It's such a big house. I'm surprised geese own all of it, but I mean, very comfortable. I've been welcomed in. I have feather down everything, so I'm excited to get started and see what these players bring to the table.
Yeah, we have the lower bracket. That's Plat now. We've gone up a rank just because the new one that came in. So we've gone Plat and below. You're looking for the, obviously, Plat, Gold, Silver, and Bronze. We're about to get into game here. We're in Bind. And we're going to get into Agent Select any second now. We have TGH Bangers against Dev Dogman. I'm excited for this. A couple of my friends in for this one. I'm really excited for this game.
Yeah, I think this should be fun. I don't know any of the players, so I'm excited to sort of get in. I don't know what to expect from any of these players, so I'm excited to see who you feel is popping off, who's having an unusually good day, or what team is favored. I guess going into this, do you think is it Dev Dogs or is it Bangers?
So, Bangers and a Marshall is probably the best duo you'll ever see within TGH, let's say.
Ooh,
He's
okay.
very, very famous for the Marshall. He will buy it round 2, no matter what happens, okay?
No
Literally,
way.
no matter what happens, there will be a Marshall round 2 for Bangers.
Okay.
Seeing that Killjoy come out, I've not really seen Bangers play Killjoy on Bind. Lasagna does like a Killjoy on this one. I know quite a few. Lem, the Sage, definitely. I'm not quite sure the Duelist coming out here. Neon is normally a pick for Bangers as well, as we see a Euro locked in for Nova. Euro on Bind, is that something you enjoy?
I love a Euro Unbind. I mean, after we all watched Paper X in stage 2, I feel like we're all fans of the Euro Unbind. What I'm surprised by is the double duelist comp. I feel like I went back a year in time, and I'm watching some NA Valorant here with all these duelists. This is really wild stuff. Neon or Yoru, I think, would be an interesting pick, but both of them together is wild to me.
Yeah, as we heard, nothing is locked in on the side of Dirk Bugman. There we go. I couldn't pinpoint their character, their agent, but it is the Omen, and an Omen on Bind. I do like the TP teleporting around here. The smoke's coming out as well, and the Astro is something we haven't seen. You say teleporting back a year ago as we get into game here, and Astro was definitely a big pick for this map.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, we've seen Astra drop off since those nerfs, but I feel more and more she's making her way back into the meta. She's becoming one of the controllers for the bigger maps where you want to have that space control. But Bind, not an enormous map. I'm definitely surprised to see her here over maybe a Brimstone, which I would expect to see in a Bind comp. But neither of these teams seem to want that. They're into the purple controllers. You know, they want their Omen, they want their Astra. See how it works out for them. I'm excited to see. Yeah, go for it.
There's definitely a color going on with the blue neon. The Astro with the hint of purple and the hint of purple blue Euro on that side. But Bind is a map that's obviously very, very well, easily done for transferring from one site to another rather quickly. With the TPs obviously going through. What I'm excited to see is the fake TPs coming out from someone like Dev Dogman on the Omen, and then obviously the Euro is quite big for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that will be very interesting with the sort of the number of teleports that we're going to see. I'm very curious to see also, we've got on attack, we've got double duelist. On defense, we've got double sentinel. And I think because this is a best of one, teams are kind of playing into their starting side. So they're trying to pick up some momentum in this first half and not let it get too deep into the second half. So I'm excited to see which will win out, the slowing down of the pushes or just this raw speed and, like you bring up, the teleports from Yoru and Neon.
So grab your Red Bulls and sit back in your chairs. 18 seconds until we got to figure out how this goes, and we're going to see a lively one, I think. I'm, again, some good friends in both sides of these, and you guys can't see chat. We can, but they are good luck having fun between the two, and this is the best thing about this community. Obviously, Hachi, you've only just seen it for a brief instance as we're going to get into the round and take us away. The wall comes straight out.
Yep, and it looks like it's going to be a fast A hit, slowed down a lot by that early Sentinel utility. Oh, and a nice pick by Tia right over that wall. Shower's control is coming through on the A side, but it's being delayed by Dev Dogman. It seems like Bangers are going to try to still make their way onto this site. They're not deterred by this early pick on the side of Dev Dogs.
Yeah, Tia.
Showers now. Couple kills going down. Defender's still holding the site strong, and the plant has yet to come through.
Lem takes a lovely shot. That Reaver Sheriff is a great. Lem's going to now use his Bangers is low. That's a 3k for Lem already. The 3 are on site. They kind of really notices. Wow. Just down already, trying to give some info out. And that's it straight away. That's wow, what a quick round that was. And yeah, you said it right. They tried pushing quick and trying to push 3-way. Dev Dogman did get hit by that Sky Dog coming through. And Lem with a lovely 3K.
Yeah, I mean, Lem really showed up in that round. I love that Lem had a 3K, and they were still looking for more at the end there. You saw them still checking short, still looking at the triple boxes. I think they didn't quite realize that the round was over yet, but I can't blame them. The round was crazy fast once that Showers push came out. I am very surprised to see that Bangers didn't rotate at all. I really thought they were going to leave after that early pick.
And can we just see that what's Bangers just bought there?
My gosh.
Yeah,
it doesn't
my
matter.
guy.
You're right.
It does not matter, but actually kind of a weird by the small one you're going out with that Sheriff as well. Keeping hold of the weapon from last time. As you see, Lem has now bought the Spectre as well, and a 3-0. But Banks is flashed out here. Not quite getting anything there, though. The flash being used.
It looks like this B hit is coming through. They've got hookah control, although a lot of KJ utility will slow them down. Man, trying to get on there. Wow, Nova anticipates, shuts it down. Still some hookah control here for Death Dog's team. Oh my gosh, never mind. Plenty of hookah control. These are better weapons coming through over the classics, and Tia shuts it down, taking out Paragon. A flawless 2-0 despite Banger's Marshall.
Yeah, that was huge by Lasagna just sitting there, as we're going to see on replay, just spraying with this Spectre. Round 2 is absolutely huge in hookah there, and yeah, like I say, Tia was just holding down the fort, literally just sat in mid like hit me, and they just couldn't. So I'm wondering what we're going to see here as we see the spike is not actually picked up, guys. I'm waiting for someone to say, guys, we've left the spike behind, as you always hear it. No one's picked it up. Yeah, there we go. We're going to see Lily go back there to grab it, but Lem's going to chuck down this early wall, and I feel like they could use that a little bit earlier. And here's my favorite skin so far of this year. Just going to put that out there. Nova with this Vandal.
Such a good skin line. I mean, every skin in this set is an absolute banger. And it looks like we're going for this hookah control again. They prefer B to A. That wall is going to end up giving DevDog's team a lot of information because they're not breaking it. That means they're not here.
Look where they are.
Early crunch is coming through. Yeah. Tia's already behind them.
Yeah, TS with that Spectre, though, we're going to see how they can do. They've been absolutely on fire recently as Lasagna gets one with the grenade there, with the molly coming through. Dash is ready to go up. That's one down, just going to check the corner. Oh, just missed out on Lily going out.
One enemy remaining.
Yes, 2.
Spike
Tia
down.
is absolutely on fire, and hers, what are you going to do?
They're stuck long. Position is known. I didn't see when they noticed hers, but now it's clear that they are very aware of where this final player is. They're waiting to hear the TP noise before rotating. They've got spike control. I mean, there's no reason for the defenders to give hers any chance to get back into this.
Yeah,
and I don't think they want to throw away their utility.
30 seconds left.
I think they want the Phantom, and I'm surprised Dev Dogman hasn't moved to the other side of the A side of the TP, ready just to take the shot if they're looking to save here. But they might be able to take a pick here. Jet managed to get a heal off get healed by Lem as well, so Tia was down low as again headshot straight out. 12 seconds left. There's not really much any time, so they got to take the kills here.
One enemy remaining.
I don't know. It looks like hers has made a little bit of time, and it's all down to Dev Dogman. Can they get there before the plant? No, the plant goes down. It could be a clutch here from hers. Dev Dogman smoking themselves into the site. Gets the TP into the smoke.
You know they're in the smoke, right? Oh, you didn't get to see the head there. I thought you were going to see the head straight out. Dev Dogman's got to play this one safe.
18 health and the clutch.
Hey, people,
hers with an
now.
unbelievable 3K to take that round back for Banger's team, putting their first on the board. A very tenuous bonus there, but it's one in the end. Wow.
Yeah. What a round. That's an incredible Red Bull clutch we've just had there from hers. I thought Dev Dogman was just going to take that at any point there, going through the smoke. You know Omen's TPing into the smoke. You would have heard it, right? 18 HP on hers, and, well, it wasn't just a dream. It was an absolute miracle. That was incredible placement of that Phantom. Just tapping down the head of Tia, who's been actually on fire. Lem, who's done really well as well. 6-2, 3-2, 3-1. This is defensive side. Tia gets a lovely pick there on Tia straight away. That's flashes. The dog all done. Dev Dogman's now down as well.
Yep, and Tia's looking to get more there, putting some pressure onto these Showers players. They know there's 2 there, so they hear that orb retrieve, but Paragon shuts them down. It's now a 4v4. The A site's still going to be explored. They do not rotate off of that. Lem finds
Spike
another
down
one.
A.
But look at the health here on Paragon. Just a breath away from death.
Yeah,
As Lem
Spike
re-explores.
down as well.
Spike is
Lem
here.
now knows Spike is there, so they've got to push this Sage. Lem's not afraid of this as well, with this Zed Valorant skin coming out. Untidy Lasagna as well, rotating
off
around,
the
but all
angle.
in neutral. This is the best thing I like. Wow, Lasagna
Spike
straight away
down
down.
A.
If they wanted to rotate quickly, they can't get to this TP. And the Killjoy U2 is already sitting there, but hers...
Well done by them.
One enemy
Remaining.
remaining.
Second for hers. And it looks like Bangers and hers gotten it down to just a 2v1 against Small. They don't know
Spike planted.
where Small is.
One
but
enemy
they suspect
remaining.
Small's got one. Position now known. Working their way towards this defuse. But is it enough? No. Bangers shuts it down, bringing it 2v2. You do this every week at the Goose House? I would have a heart attack doing this every week. I'm going to have to call a cardiologist after this round. Unbelievable.
As someone who does actually have the heart condition, this is getting really tense, I'm not going to lie. I told you it was going to be a banger of a game, and we are absolutely having an absolute thing. And just to put this out there, this is the semi-final.
Right.
One of these teams will go through to a final to face. There is another semi on right now. So we have 2 games for you live tonight, so make sure you stick around. But yeah, this is absolutely amazing. Urz is really setting the tone here, and I feel like Bangers, Paragon,
Really?
they're all kind of getting lifted up with this.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, hers has brought the team back into it. The morale is clearly there on Banger's side. They're looking towards this B side. I think they're getting used to that. The A opening they keep seeing is Lem's wall. Tia gets a pick off of the back of the truck, and they don't want to go there anymore. They're having more success on, having cleaner success on B, I should say, even though it has been clutch after clutch this game. Little exploration down B long from the defenders here forces the attack into Hookah. Wait until Lasagna's waiting arms. They're flashed out. The utility keeps them safe. And it looks like they may have stymied the attack for a little bit. Nope, Paragon's into the site. They heard me say that. Hers gets another.
Gotta go.
Paragon using that to get out and getting straight through, trying to get the reload. These shorties are playing a bit of fun. He's the attacker now. Bangers places it down. Paragon is running riot on low HP. It seems the lower the HP Paragon is on, the more they are doing.
Yeah.
16 HP. Dev Dogman again. Shorty popping off, but one player
Spike
detained.
planted.
And,
Last player
it's Dev,
standing.
the last player standing. They're gonna hunt this
must
one
know
out.
now.
Oh, Bangers just misses the jump.
I think they were jump spotting for Hookah there because they're not sure where Dev Dogman is at this point. You can see now Bangers aggressing up long, trying to get this crunch in.
He's
Oh,
trying to
no.
find a weapon. He's trying to find something. There's
Oh,
no
Dev.
point pushing.
Let him live.
There's no point saving right here. It's just
No,
a shorty. So,
Right.
you know, he needs to go out and do something. Oh, no. He's got a gun.
Oh, my
He's looking
goodness.
to save, but Bangs is behind him.
Oh, wow. Spears closes that round out, gets Dev Dogman trying to save that Phantom through. That was, I mean, the other rounds are tense because they're so close. That round was just scary because we're in and out of Omen smoke. They're trying to pick up a Phantom at the last second. I mean, woo, I don't know. That was a scary end of that round. But 3 on the board now for Bangers. They're starting to pick up a lot of momentum here. The economy's in their favor if they win this round.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit worried.
100%. Well, I won a game earlier from 11-3 down. 3-11, sorry. We managed to bring it back.
wow.
I've seen games like that in the Goose House being played, and if you think like heart attacks, and it was on this map as well, someone decided just to turn themselves on and get through, as we see Nova Cam, actually younger brother of Nova, who's a big player in the upper
Oh, wow.
bracket. Yeah, we've got a family affair going on here as Lou is using for us. Is going to go in, gets the one, gets the second. Paragon is absolutely on fire. Defender Killjoy now coming out. Paragon is looking to go through. But actually just going to run away here. Respect it. Just sit in this corner. Bangers, get out of it, buddy. There we go. And they're just not pushing sight quite through. But Spike is down. 0 players detained, so there's no Death Dog to really push with this
Last
operator
player
here. As Paragon makes a 3K, 4K. Bangers is looking at Paragon going, I'm sorry, buddy.
I can't-
Yep, stole your
Can't
ace.
believe it. I mean, what a show from Paragon. Those first 2 kills in Hookah, we're seeing them now. There they go. They follow in that Sky Util. They easily pick up a 2K. Wow. I mean, that was really something there out of Paragon. It seems like now that hers has brought the team, they clutched up. They said, look, we can do this. And now Paragon heard the call. They have been just fragging out of their minds that round.
It's just bugging on the economy here of the defense. Look, sure these Buckies coming out. It's just not really knowing what to get. They're starting to lose momentum straight away before they even really gained it. They really won the first 2 rounds, and then since then, Bangers, Paragon, they've just been absolutely on fire. Novacam, your brother sat there and messaged me recently. You're gonna do this for your team. We know you got a round in you.
Ooh, Tia moves their position away, firing at the fake Yoru. This attack still coming through on A, but now without the wall, they can get onto site a lot more quickly from A short, finally getting to aggress down there. Although will Tia still be suspected? No! Oh, they almost give up the kill, but they get it on Paragon. That could be an upgrade if they reach in for that gun. It looks like they're wary of another player in showers. Very smart.
Lasagna on a 3K. So the Lasagna's managed to pick up a Vandal from somewhere. And Bangers with an operator. It's not something I normally see too much, but try to pop through enough, and they now know they've got the op, so they can pick up some weapons. This is an incredible save here, save round, as you see a Phantom just sitting there waiting. Oh, if that landed.
Wow. A 2K from Tia to close the round out. I mean, that was excellent scenes. That turns the econ on its head. I mean, they got to pick up every gun that Banger's team dropped. All of a sudden, they're the ones with a strong economy coming into this 8th round. I think Dev's team, they needed the op there on defense, and now they've got a Vandal, couple of Phantoms. Their ult economy is looking insane. I'm excited. I think this round is going to set the tone for the rest of the half.
100%. I think they need to really get something back in, and that was a great... When you win Thrifty save rounds, it's just something. Something just happens to you inside, and you just know you've got something going on. You now need to just land a few more shots, get it in. A couple of frenzy shots may have been lucky here and there. We know the 3rd or 4th shot of a frenzy is absolutely broken.
More did not you leading off with a frenzy. You're feeling yourself for the rest of the day.
Paragon is not feeling themselves and actually ulting.
Tia through the smoke headshot with that op. What a second from Tia through the smoke again. Check their PC. Check their PC. What is this? Holy cow. And off of that, they do rotate back over to the A site. I can't blame them. Nope, I wouldn't want to be there.
No, so just hear, it's like when you hear Chamber who wants to play, and you're like, nope, I'm not going to that side, I'm running away. Dev Dogman down through nothing now, as Lily does get some great gun control there. A couple of free taps onto Dev Dogman. There's Tia over the free. Bangers gets Lasagna. There's Killjoy Diff sitting right there, but he's now sitting on the Phantom. Oh, it doesn't get through as Bangers is now absolutely online.
You should ult out. A lot of info given on site. They know that close is safe, but Bangers Killjoy ult will come down. That's going to clear a lot of this. Unless Small can destroy it. Bangers takes out Small. Lem is locked out. And it's got to be a save coming in here from Lem, right? Maybe they do a little bit of econ damage, but the round is over.
Yeah, I think they're just waiting for exits here. Just seeing if anyone wants to push, but they're not going to. Lem is gonna take that Phantom into the next round. The economy's not too bad there. Lem can buy a weapon for someone potentially next round, depending on how much util they use. So not looking too bad. Paragon though, very cash money's there. 7K.
Extremely cash money. Paragon, I mean, their aim is $1 million too, so you have to factor that into the economy. They look flawless here ever since those early rounds. I'm not sure how Dev Dogman's team, the defenders, picked this back up. You know, they've dropped the ball a little bit here, and it feels like the attackers have their number. They know where Lem's wall is going to be. They know where the KJ utility is going to be. They take control of the site quickly and decisively, and then they take up positions and don't give anything away.
Yeah, well, you say Paragon is doing well. Obviously, they got hit by the smoke, but they did stun themselves twice. That's that, right? We won't repeat that round, okay? We won't repeat that. So, 9 and 6, 7 and 4 for Bangers, 6-5 for hers. Novacam, come on. We can do it. 0 and 7. You've got a couple in you. The util coming out from this Euro has been real good. As Dev Dogman I think just held W there pretty much.
Seems like it, yeah. And this Hookah has been walled off. It's going to slow them down a little bit, but against these lesser weapons, I think the B site is going to be an easy target here. Paragon pushing in to find Lemon the elbow here. Does Lem get the kill? No! Paragon shuts him down. Another one. And now it's all down to Lasagna. My favorite thing. Can they even get one?
Spike planted.
Can they get more? Oh no, not quite. Shut down by Paragon.
Oh, Nova. I was hoping that was going to be yours there, buddy. Nova Cam, unfortunately, not grabbing that one as Paragon gets this lovely little clip on Lem. I know Lem won't be happy with that. They know they can do a lot better, and the game's not over. 3-6. Anything can really happen, as we said at the start of this round. You can come back from anything.
I think we just saw Paragon give Nova a little pep talk around the spike, and then they forgot the spike for the pep talk. Okay, Nova goes back to get it. I think they're gonna, you know what? I think they're gonna even up. Might go positive. I think they're gonna end up evening.
Yeah, we have faith in it. I think Twitch chat has faith as well. I think Nova's brother, Nova, the original Nova, has faith as well. If they can start shooting like that, then I think they're going to be very, very fine here. Is bringing out the ult.
Yep, the Bladestorm watching showers, not trying to take too much space, keeping on that angle. Oh, Paragon shoulder peaks and gets caught by Tia. What a nice headshot. Oh, doesn't manage the second one though. Lily takes them down. Big Yoru gives out DevDog's position. DevDog has been just enjoying the shotgun this game. They're going back into their smoke. Lily finds another one in Untidy Lasagna as this crunch comes through.
Nova got one. Nova got small sitting there though on the way through. So the Sky coming out. I feel like the Sky sitting there was just unfortunate as DevDogman came through. As Lily's now on a 3K. Lily's on a rampage here.
Yeah, Lily is showing up.
Oh,
wow,
what was
4K. What was that? Totally blind. And now they're at 2 KDA on the game as a whole. Lily is unbelievable.
Yeah, that was a great round, but I feel like Nova swung for DevDogman there on the Omen as we see a neon just randomly pop on the screen. Hello there. But I feel like the Nova went to shoot DevDogman. Unfortunately, the Sky just lined up on behind, and that was it. So first kill of the game, but hey, we take those kills, right? Any team.
We definitely take them. I mean, that's how you need it to be. And Bangers is holding that angle. Whatever. That round's over. We're on to the next one. It's an A-switch again. Showers control granted already to Bangers off the back of Bangers. A short is going to be at least pressured, although Lem's wall is slowing that down. Shower has come out already. Paragon so good at taking so much space on each side with his utility, but Tia is good at taking the space between Paragon's ears.
Spike
so
planted.
That's pretty important too. Spike goes down.
Most likely commenting the fact that Euro's got a TP. Euro's got another one, a great one. Nova Cam there on Tia. Got the headshot straight away. Small gets down the Killjoy. 0 players detained.
One enemy
Hers is going to get shot on their left. Falls as well. And that's a great round again. It was those two in the first round that set the tone. It's these two in round 10 getting that round to make it a 4-7.
Yeah, I mean, that is a necessary round for DevDogman's team. If they can get a 5-7 half, I think they'll be in a great
round
place.
in the half.
This was so nice from Lem. This just taking control of A short, waiting it out, getting hers. And meanwhile, Nova goes down somewhere else on the map. 2 kills in 2 rounds for Nova. I'm just saying, mathematically, they're going to end up getting 1 kill around for the rest of the game, if not more. I just think we can predict that easily now.
He's put where his money where his mouth is on this one. You heard it here first. But caster cursing is a thing, and I'm very good at caster cursing, and I hope you're not just for the sake of Nova. So we got a flash. We have some ultimates coming out now. If we have a look, we have a res DevDogman with that TP. Hers now with the obviously the incredible wall, and Nova Cam getting there with the Euro ult as well to create some space. But yeah, like you said it in the last round, Paragon's really creating some spaces. This is the first time we've really hear him just cut complete sounds.
Yeah, this is the first time they've very slowly aggressed this site. No utility show now, obviously. They're heading into this B site. The wall will cut off a lot of the defenders. Paragon looking for Slam elbow again, but Lamb wins that duel this time. Small sitting under the wall. Very aware of these two players, Luka holding the drop. Lem with the crossfire, although Lily takes them out, opening the site up a little bit. 4v4 as the attackers invest this asset.
Sitting underneath this wall. Gets the spike as well. That's huge information. No one else there. Seeker's invested as well. This is big. They're going to find out where they are now.
Now they know. 1 in hookah, 2 long. Nova with a lot to do.
Oh, what a shot.
30 seconds.
2 more.
I got the here. It's definitely in this attacker's favor here.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Small positions known. There they go. Clean it up, Nova. Take it home.
You should run.
All 3 attackers are outside. The KJ ult is down. Only 1 defender left in spawn. And it looks
10
like
seconds left.
Bangers are going to take this final round to make it
Spike
8-4
planted.
unless Lasagna has something to say about it. They're going to have to keep it pretty clean. Not gonna coordinate. They're usually very untidy.
Oh no!
Bangers closes that out. Nice try, Lasagna. Nice try.
Switching
what's
sides.
the replay gonna be? Okay, Text sometimes loves to see whiffs on replays, but I don't think they could have got that up quick enough. So Small getting the headshot there, creating that, nearly getting that round for them. But yeah, down to low
Wow.
HP on the defensive side. Novacam came back through Hooker. Obviously, it was cleared. Okay, the sky flashed through. They didn't know anyone was there. They thought it was clear. Wasn't really watching it. Watching
Right.
long as two Seekers went. So Nova created that space, went into it, and a cracking flash there on Tia on that jet, and tapping some heads now. It's warming up into this game.
They really are, yeah. I mean, and I think that now on defense, they're going to need to warm up because double sentinels on defense is really nice. Double duelists on defense is going to be a little bit messier. You can see they're both coming out of this A showers, but they're not going to find any attackers. Everybody's over on the B side. Wow, walking into a minefield of KJ utility and Astra Stars.
It's not the greatest here, as that's a lot of util to go into. It's kind of scary as well. From what I know, Bangers loves a defense. I just don't know why. Always plays well on a defense round.
Oh, yeah?
Taking this Killjoy, so we're going to see how they go. Definitely gets nerfed straight away. There's so much util going down. And
The
Tia
plan's
didn't
already-
have that much health down.
Spike planted.
Paragon is... Let's see how they play. Straight... Paragon gets
player
hit.
standing.
Tia gets two now with the Sheriff. Nova, what do you got?
Oh, Tia shuts Nova down. I believed there in the 3K. It's doable. It could have happened. Not quite this time. Dev's team does pick up that first round on attack, so maybe Bangers likes defense, but they don't like the first 2 rounds of any half. They lose the pistols. That's their rule.
Gonna say they lost the first 2 rounds of the last one. I got faith. I got faith. What would you say? Would you say this is more of an attacking or defensing map in your eyes?
I think it. Oh wow, that's a hard question. I think it's maybe slightly defensively favored, but the teleporters make it so easy to throw off any defense that sort of gives up a site or fully rotates. It's just you always have to be on your toes on defense on this map.
Paragon
So
maybe helping Nova here. Nova's still
Paragon.
sitting there though. They won't check this corner.
wow, what a free kill for Nova. They upgrade to the Spectre. There we go.
But they're on site. They break the wall down with the
50K.
Spectre.
That wall is going to take a lot of breaking to the
Spike
classic.
planted.
But Spike will go down. They do get the wall down. Oh! A tap, a dink onto Tia from Nova, but it's not quite enough to take them down. Small finds another.
Gotta go.
Paragon looking to work their way into Spike. They don't get one before Lem takes them out. And now it's a 2v3 for the defenders. This would be a lot to do.
As Tia got a
Last player
Vandal
standing.
round 2. This is just kind of what we need to see. But Lily gets a 3K. They get that round. There's a Vandal picked up as well. Lily, where did that come from? We didn't even see that happen.
We've talked about Bangers, we've talked about Paragon. Hers obviously had that incredible clutch earlier on. But Lily is just a consistent beast. I mean, they just come in round after round. They say, how many players are left? All right, I'll take all of them. You all go defuse. You all go plant. I mean, Lily is just a clutch machine.
So I have to just laugh because Lasagna just sent a little message in chat saying, for medical reasons, you're not allowed to show you that clip. And what the text do straight away shows the no checking of a corner and a Nova sitting there with the right click on the classic. Actually, I think it was just 2 shots to the head. So Lasagna, unfortunately, buddy, that clip got showed, and we love it over here. So shout out quickly to Tex on the prod, and Lou for the observing here. As Nova's now got this Vandal in hand, as the attacking side now has nobody.
No, the defending side forced out of Puka. Even though they have a Vandal, they're all the way back around the A site. The hit is coming in. Bangers with that Marshall. You called it out earlier, and it's finally paying off. Can they get a second one? As the attack looks like it's still going to be B. No rotate yet. Spike is close to that TP. Wow. I mean, that's one way to take them out.
Yeah, I'm going to see how Lily is just really rampaging through this game so far. 16-9.
Yeah.
It's just really showing us.
Oh
Spike
my
down
goodness,
A.
Nova. What a play. And Paragon finds the spike at the exact same time. He's down in showers. A lot left for these 2 attackers, DevDog and Lasagna. And it looks like they're just holding.
Yeah, like I was kind of thinking about it in the last round. I just thought this. I don't think we've had a single TP.
No, I think that was the first TP of the game.
As in Nova going through. Yeah, I
enemy
think it
remaining.
was. So Nova
Good, yeah.
is. What is going on? We need to
30
check if this is
seconds
the original Nova or Nova's still little brother right now. Because Nova's little brother may have had a pep talk from the older brother, and it's just come online. Like
They
absolutely.
really
come
have. They really have. Usually you say check their PC, but in this case you might want to check the chair. Make sure you know which brother is in it. You know?
Exactly. Lasagna did pick up this marshal.
10
With 10
seconds
seconds,
left.
there is definitely no time.
No.
I see him just walking aimlessly. The 4 members of the defensive side there. Bangers, Lily, just sitting there. Lasagna's down, unfortunately. But they're kind of running away with the show now.
Wow, look at that kill out of Nova. I mean, that was really smooth stuff. And you saw Tia just assumed it was an attacker, didn't even turn around because Lem. You said that Nova was the first person to use the teleporter, but Lem also used it that round. That was the first round we saw any teleporters. We saw one from attack, one from defense. Both. I mean, pretty clutch in the moment. Although Lem did go down shortly after.
Now, if I was Nova in that situation, I would have whiffed that so hard. It would have been ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, the freest kills are the hardest ones. You know, the impossible flicks, you can hit those 9 times out of 10. The ones where their back is to you and your crosshairs on their head, I mean, that's the most dangerous shot in the game. That's impossible to hit.
Killed their
Oh,
enemy.
Liddy just the quick wall onto this A site has done them really well recently. Liddy's going to set in the Seekers. Hers gets one though. That Seeker has no idea where to go. As you're going to see Spawn now just get hit by that? No.
No. Just blinded, but Lem was scared off of the plant, so they have a minute left on the site.
Spike
Of
down.
One
Spike
enemy
now
remaining.
dropped as Lily
Spike
goes
down
crazy
A.
again, gets 3K, make it a 4K to close the round out. Lily takes Small down. Wow, I mean, they are just carrying their team through here. Everyone's showing up, but Lily is on a whole other level, 21-9.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
that Red Bull caffeine kick is really setting in now for Lily blatantly. As 21-9, as you said, 5 assists as well. So still getting the flashes and the Seekers out there.
Absolutely.
Here at 20-13, and the next person down is 10-13 here with Lasagna. So the attacking team right now, just Tiet doesn't have anyone backing them up, and I feel like that's been the way a little bit on the way through these 16 rounds. Now 17th. Let's see now Paragon just on a pistol, so didn't fancy buying. No,
Oh, do have the ult. They pop it, and they get the first kill. Can Paragon find more?
No,
They'd
the wall
love to put
going
their
up.
team on game point here.
Are they going to run through? Paragon, you can create this space. We know you can.
Come on.
There's no point
Come
going
on.
to this wall. What are you doing? Come on.
Can you even break a Sage Ball with the Neon ult? I've never seen that.
No, I think it's a bit of a waste, but unfortunately the ult has been wasted. No weapon, unless Dev Dogman did have one sitting on their body. Or I don't know what it was. No, just a classic. So no weapon given away there. That's pretty good. As Tia now using Jet ornament as well, and this is going to be a fast one, I feel.
Oh, yep. Small find one. Jen
trail.
looks for more. Finds it with a classic, not the Bladestorm. I guess that'll do it. You know, hers finds
Spike
one,
down
and Tia
A.
pushes in to pick up their weapon. It's now 3v2. The attackers will be planting. Defenders now flooding into this
Spike
A
planted.
heaven. Looking CT. Nova trying to put themselves on the scoreboard. Can they find one? Not quite. Oh, not quite. See? An impossible shot when their back is to you. Bangers does pick up Tia, evening things out.
Small's got 2 flashes, so definitely can get some util going out. The Killjoy Lasagna, I feel like is getting playing ready for the ult. Yeah, it's definitely up, so you can see him sitting there down on that sort of pink side as
Last
flash
player
coming
standing.
out. Bangers gets the shot on Small, so this is really worth.
One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
Lasagna gets that!
Get it,
How?
Lasagna, they're defusing, they're just holding Pros, don't fake it, Nova's a pro! Look at that, they get the kill! What a way to close it out. 8-12
Match
for
point.
Nova Cam.
I've definitely had some bugs recently where I can't actually hear the defuse happening, so I don't know if that's kind of what happened there, not quite sure.
Could be.
But I've 100% had bugs recently, and I don't know what it is, where I think it was in a game with Bangers, they're shouting at me that they're defusing as like, I can't even hear them, and I'm on the other side of the map. It's just like, I physically can't, so I'm not sure if that happened there, but Bangers Lasagna, little fight happening between them is good fun to see. So 15-9 Bangers, 11-14 Lasagna. The Killjoys definitely getting their fun there, both second in their respective teams.
Oh, definitely. And, you know, even if Lasagna heard that defuse, if I was in Lasagna's position, I think, oh, they're definitely off it now. No chance that they stick this, but Nova stuck it.
Oh,
Now trying to hold on to the B site. Oh, small. Finds bangers right away.
You should
If
run.
Deadman's on site, they just ulted straight in, and there's only one person there. As Nova is the only person on this site. Before she
They
gets
go
down by
down.
4, DevDogman gets Lily on the rotation,
Spike
and hers has
planted.
got to respect this. Paragon is
Paragon. They're in the attacker's spawn. They're playing for the other side now, I suppose. Fair enough. Oh, they find Lasagna. They take him out. A lot more work here to do, though, for Paragon.
And the ult was down, but it's just been used, obviously, to get onto site. So hers is going through here. They're going to push through here. They know Smalls is there. Look, they're just respecting it a little bit. Not going to respect it
Player
enough.
standing.
Smalls gets the 3K. I don't think you're going to get this Paragon. Wow, what a shot by Dev.
Excellent shot by Dev. This, I mean, listen, don't call it a comeback, but this is a couple rounds in a row for these attackers. 6-12. I mean, they have a lot to do, but it looks like they have the tools to do it, you know? Let's see this replay. Oh, it's over. Great. Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's not focus on the past. Let's go right to the present.
6-12. Yeah, hey, don't give him another round, right? It's as easy as that.
Right. 12 is all they get.
That's
You
it.
don't usually have to
is
say
literally
that.
it. I had
Usually
to
the
say
game
it
mandates
earlier.
it.
I had to say it earlier and it worked. So we're
It's
going to
true.
see it. See, I feel like definitely Smalls coming into their own. Lasagna maybe. Len's getting a few, and DevDogman's capturing in 8-15 on this Omen. Probably not having the best game I've seen him have. And you know, if these guys just turn up for a couple more rounds,
Wow.
there you
There's a
go.
turn up Tia right away with that first blood. Looks like Spike's
turn
gonna
up.
make its way onto the A site. And
And
without
look at
any
it.
other
Oh,
sentinels. Oh. Blind there. Team blind.
Them is coming through showers here now with the spikers. Nova with the
Spike
operator?
down
Where
A.
did that come from?
One enemy remaining.
Oh! Hers gets one before being taken down. Another round for Dev's team.
We don't really know what happened there, but Nova came through with an operator, which we haven't seen him use all game. Getting one kill there, but I feel like the defense just kind of pushed really hard. I think they're just getting a bit ballsy, I think's the term, right?
Yeah, that's what they say. I think in at least in professional sports, they say they've got a bit ballsy there.
I'm going above.
But yeah, I think really what's happening is we're seeing this
this.
double sentinel versus double duelist and how it pays off on each side.
That a wet-
They are pushing a lot on defense, but they have to. That's what all their utility is for. They're taking space. They're trying to make this Yoru Nova Yoru Neon combo work. And meanwhile, they've got nothing really to hold the site down. They don't have that Sage Wall. They've got Banger's utility, obviously, but that's about it for holding a site.
One. Oh, I saw 3 go down there. Nova was so close to that, but Nova's really playing this defense well, though. Really coming alive. It doesn't look it on the scoreboard, okay? 10 and 16. Sorry, no, 10 and 14.
You will not kill
Even
my
better than I
Really,
thought.
really does. Really has come alive this second half. This Banger's nearly getting Lasagna there. The Killjoy versus Killjoy battle has been super fun in this game as the Seekers are invested.
Oh, Killjoy versus Killjoy continues as Banger's ult goes down. Gonna force them off of the site, and A is gonna be explored, but Lily is over there. And if there's one person I don't want to walk into, it's Lily.
DevDogman actually fake rotates, but
Piss off. Poor cat.
Small is found. Lily gets one.
Spike planted.
They're never satisfied with just one. Spike goes
No.
down. Oh, that Lem wall is so good. We've all seen it. We've all suffered from it in rank.
but hers gets tilt and short, so that's a jet down, and DevDogman's behind.
Look at the flank. Look at the size of this flank. They came through B.
But
up
jumping
in
around,
A-heaven.
no one's really hearing it. They're
They all assume
respecting
it's
it.
one of their teammates, you know? They all think, oh, it's one of us. It's not. It's
Last player
on
Oh!
the other side. Oh my god.
One enemy remaining.
But then look at this flank. They know they're there. Alarm bar triggered. I don't think there's any time. Lasagna's going to get away. Lily, you might want to save this Vandal if you've got any time. No, you want to try and take a gun down though.
Oh my goodness.
Unfortunately not.
Oh my goodness. Beatty, I think we're gonna have to talk to the teams. You know, if they take a timeout or anything, I don't know if that's allowed, but we should just refresh them with you're usually starting from your side of the map, and you don't usually see the opponent spawn. But with these two teams, they seem every round. We cut to somebody's cam, and I think, are they on attack? I thought they were on defense, and they are. They're just in the attacker spawn, or they're on such a deep flank that they're in the defender spawn when they're on attack. It's unbelievable.
as a fitness professional is my day job. They're just trying to get the steps in, okay? That's all they're trying to do.
Oh.
They're just trying to get their steps in. That's all they're trying to do here. So they're making sure they see every part of the map. They're clearing their corners, you know.
Right.
That's all they do. Okay? That's all. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
That's what it is. And as somebody who plays too many video games, that never occurred to me as an option for when you run around. Oh my god! Is who comes through now? They found one. They don't suspect Nova. They get two. Look at Nova. My goodness. They're really showing up now.
They've done that a couple of times. They have a Death Dog and his on. He's going to get flashed out. Doesn't get down, unfortunately. Hits 87, a little bit of a shield, but now it's going to get surrounded. But the team is slowly backing up as Palpatine is live, but Lem is down with that shot. What a shot. Nova is still sitting here, though. This lovely dragon flame. We're going to call it Bruce, I think, this time. But Nova's going to go around and rotate.
Yeah, Nova suspects that they're going to have a TP in, but that doesn't look like it's on the table. I mean, hers is left with a lot to do. A 1v3 on the site. Nova now coming back. Hers just as a sheriff. I didn't realize this. That's scary. Lam's still low. I think that heal wasn't up.
Hers actually delayed that thing because they placed down one of the orbs and sucked it in.
Standing.
So it kind of delayed that for a second. So hers destroyed util there and placed a shot. So just given away or not given away.
They're giving away.
Oh!
Lasagna goes down. Blow orb on the spike will not help hers, and Dev Dogman help even less. Nicely done. 9 on the board now. This is looking like your ranked game. You know, 11-3 you said?
It really, really is. And now look at this attacking team. What did I say? They needed to all pick it up. 25 now, 15, 13, 12. Earlier, I think it was like a 21, a 9, a 9, and a 6 or something. So they're all now really, really playing their part and getting this momentum through. This is probably the last round for the defense that can actually buy. I think they might have actually saved the last round there.
I think they did, yeah.
But now we're on 4 weapons again. Let's see if Lily or Bangers can pick it up. Paragon... Maybe even Paragon creates some space early, but I just want this defense to sort of sit back a little bit, hold some angles, and not over-rotate too fast.
That's what Nova has been so good on. That's why we've seen them come alive on defense. They don't get too aggressive. They play these funky angles. They go down this time, but that's caster cursing. That's nothing on them. 2 defenders down in this crucial round. The last that you expected to buy for the overtime. Hers and Paragon looking to make it work. Lily on a deep, deep flank here.
Yeah, Lily doesn't work though. They go left here. They just missed out 2 players. They actually got shot out there, but Dead Dog Man's just been healed up by Lem. This wall just stopping Paragon coming in, but Tio gets Lily on the rotation. Gets spammed through that there, but they've got to try and something. They've got to get onto site, but is Tio going to give him a free kill?
Oh, Tia does.
Tia did not need to do that.
Last player standing.
Oh, Paragon closes it out. Oh, sorry, Small closes Paragon out, and then Lasagna finds hers.
They're holding angles there. What I want to see is, if you can see this map correctly on this replay, no, it's okay, it's just this one. But where they were holding different angles, making sure that everyone knew their positions, this is why this attacking is now really, really working. What they're doing is they're getting onto site quite quickly. When they make a pick, they're in. There's no thinking about it. They're straight in as Lem is prancing up, doing the Lord of the Rings chant, ready to go in. Battle of Helm's Deep is ready as we going on the attack here. Yeah, that's it. That's literally what is happening right now. They're coming from behind here and are getting through, but just watch when they get onto site. They hold certain angles and they just know where everyone is and covering. As we say that, Bangers takes a lovely shot with that Marshall.
Opens it up. This might be the last round, and he's all around. Oh, Paragon swings on Small, finds them using
One enemy remaining.
And it's all down to Lem. Clutch with the wall, but can they get the kills? They've got one on Lily, and they go down to Nova.
Defenders win.
To close the game out. What a last round there.
I'm back. At the start, we were going to have a banging game, and what a game we had. These little cubby that Paragon and Nova were creating together, and that gun control there by Lily was absolutely amazing. Look at that first bloods there. 7 first bloods.
Oh my gosh.
That's incredible, creating that space, and that's what really kind of went through, but unfortunately just didn't really get through. You know, they couldn't get onto that econ rating of 68. And Lily 135 is I'm looking at the scoreboard still and just kind of thinking it's a bit of a mishmash here. As I'm going to quickly look on the timeline and just have a look. There was momentum swinging one way, then it kind of came back, and they were really coming back
Absolutely.
as well. But I feel
A
like
really solid game out of Dev Dogman's team. I mean, the mental was clearly broken there at a certain point, and they clawed it back in. They said, "We can win this. You know, don't lose faith." Even the people who on the scoreboard didn't have a huge game, Lem didn't have an enormous game, 10 and 15, but those walls were clutch every single round. Their walls were devastating for retaking sites, for holding on to a site. I mean, it was a very close game there at the end.
yeah, and she did set the tone with 3 in the first round as well. So
Oh yeah.
really, really set the tone. The Skies were playing so well. Lily especially, small as well. The flashes. We've got to think, guys, this is a lower bracket game.
Right.
And they
Right.
played incredibly well. And I did say it was going to be a banger, and that was not a caster curse. I'm going to take my caster curse off. Guys, we'll be right back. Actually, you sticking around?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's
I'm not
go.
gonna miss the next game.
We're going to go into the finals as we're going to see TGH
Like a Hellcat.
Swipe left, someone said something stupid. Swipe right, now I'm watching what you did. Power down, now I'm at a disadvantage. But I think that it's worth it. I put my headphones on, I play my favorite song. I go to sleep and try again. Mama used to try and tell me no man is an island, but I think I feel like drifting away. Mama used to say tomorrow never comes, so make the most, but I think I am done with today. Think I am done with today. Boss says, man, you gotta make an effort. Feel like all I do on earth is just say yes, sir. And when I tell people how they make me feel, they treat me like a leper. I put my headphones on, I play my favorite song. I go to sleep and try again. Mama used to try and tell me no man is an island, but I think I feel like drifting away. Mama used to say tomorrow never comes, so make the most, but I think I am done with today.
I will never rest until I'm dead, no greater pacing. Push me past my breaking point, but it don't even faze me. You think you got me beat, I guess you don't know who you're facing. I got places to go and you know I'm gonna make it. Adrenaline is pumping, feel it running through my veins, and feel the rhythm in my bones. I put my soul down on the pavement. Nothing can slow me down, I'm coming, so don't look now, girl. I'm a run like it, coming, ignoring all the warnings, so don't look now, girl. I'm a run like it. Yeah, you think that you can do it better. When the walls are closing in, I know that I can stand the pressure. You can keep on throwing more, there's not a storm that I can weather. I'm not gonna lie, I might be fueled by my aggression. It can make me lose my mind, I guess I never learned my lesson. In the end, I won't give in, I know for this that I am destined. But it's hard to breathe, I will not leave.
wondering how to make a play all night. Looking your way from out of sight. Thinking I should ask if you're doing alright. You weren't easy, so hard to ignore. Pull up on your right, ask what you're drinking, ask what you like. Such a look good in the dim bar light. So damn cheesy. Who'd have thought you'd fall for somebody like me? When you asked my name, I panicked, so out of my league. And your body was so magnetic. Before I knew it, we talked and I think about you a cocktail. You told me that you've been waiting for somebody like me.
And we're back. Ish. That's a joke for the prod text in the background. You're going to hear him there. But Itachi is all the way from New York City. You seem to be doing well in that last game, pal. How did you enjoy it?
I loved it. Yeah, it was fantastic. I really meant what I said. You join a community, you say, oh, we do this every week. It's a weekly game. It should be fun. And then you see the kind of rounds they were putting up. I mean, every round for the first 4 or 5 felt like a 3v1, 4v1 clutch. It was insane. And to find out at the end of it, Nova is related to another player in your community, and this is the younger brother or the less rated brother. I don't know. I'm scared of Goose House now.
Yeah, and Paragon actually is the younger brother as well of Lou, who's doing the observing for us in this game as well. So we're a huge, big family here on the Goose House. If you're not part of it, guys, !Discord in Twitch chat. Get involved. Come win some prizes. This month, I think we've got a Noble chair, a couple of crates of Red Bull, some Valorant points, especially with that Reaver 2 skin pack coming out. It could be very, very useful. We do Honks' prizes. It's like a raffle. Okay, actually, it's kind of a raffle there. We play some customs. Nova, the original Nova, or the older brother of Nova, runs some customs for us every other day. We do other games. We do quizzes. There's loads of different ways you can win it, as well as clip of the month as well. And there was certainly some clips in that last game for TGH Bangers, who are now up against I'm Ben in this final of this lower bracket. And we have Haven.
Ooh, I'm excited. I love Haven. I think Haven is one of those maps where, yeah, sure, there's 3 sites or whatever, but really, when the meta changes, Haven is the first map that seems like it gets thrown out the window every time. Icebox always kind of the same. Ascent is always, you're working on things, you're lapping things out. Haven, a new character comes out, somebody finds a new use for an ability, and all of a sudden, A-Long on Haven goes crazy. Like, everything's happening in the lobby. So I love watching Haven. I think it's such a fun map.
I absolutely love it as well. It's one of my favorite maps to play. I don't have a great win rate on it, but it's one of my favorite maps to play. So as we get into Agent Select, Phoenix is always one that we kind of saw people like Sentinels in that play, and with the new sort of buffs, should we say little buffs?
Yeah.
I'm hoping I see a Phoenix.
That would be great. I would love to see a little Phoenix. Honestly, Phoenix, it wasn't viable for a long time. They buffed him a little bit, and to be totally frank, it seems like he's still not viable, but he's probably good enough, right? I mean, we saw a Neon Yoru win last map. That's a wild combo for Bind. We could definitely see a Phoenix flashing out a garage, flashing out window. There's a lot of opportunities for Haven for a Phoenix. Although, as we get into the Agent Select, we don't see anybody with the courage that we have, Beanie, to choose Phoenix. We would do it. But
hey, I got the courage to pick it and bottom frag. That's how I roll, okay? I am team bottom frag as maybe a Viper coming up. Viper and Haven's pretty big, and it's always annoying to play against, but that Brim, 2 people selecting Brim there. Would you see Nova, maybe the Euro on this? Euro and Haven is still good, so they're looking to set up very similar. Lily actually on a Sage, not the Sky we saw in that semi-final, but a pretty similar team coming up from TGH Bangers and Paragon, but we obviously didn't see the last semi-final from Team I'm Ben with Muramasa and Titanic, so Reina. KO
Choose
being
your
locked in. I
agent.
love a KO agent. And a chamber is just incredibly annoying.
And I'm really wondering, like, yeah, sure, Ben, they look like they have a bit of an odd comp, but overall they've got a chamber, they've got smokes, they've got flashes, they've got duelists. There are no flashes here on the side of Bangers, except for, I know every bronze in the chat is gonna come after me about Reina having flashes, but they're not real flashes. You can shoot them, they don't work at a certain range, they're very hard to use to actually get onto site. So I think once we get over to the attacking half for TGH Bangers, I think it's gonna be much harder going to get through any of these brim smokes and all that chamber utility.
I was too busy trying to open the windows here. It's nice and warm in the UK currently, and I didn't quite actually see who chose defense and attacking. Last time Bangers did do the attacking side. They're now on the defense. As said, Bangers does love a defense, and there's Killjoy as well. So it's going to be a good game coming in. Knowing a lot of Banger's side, we've actually got a lot of newbies that I don't really know in the team of Iron Ben. So I'm excited to see these guys play alongside with yourself, who haven't seen them play before as well.
And you know, I gotta say, it's been cool that you know so much about the community and you have so many friends in the community. And I've decided in between maps, I decided this is the finals. There should be stakes. Obviously, there's honks on the line. Obviously, there's pride on the line and Red Bull crates. But also, I've decided that whoever wins this, they will be my friends in the community. You know, the next time I cast Goose House, those will be the people that I refer to as my friends.
Well, if you have access to EU servers, you're more than welcome to join our community each and every day. We have players looking for other players like yourself, Patchy, myself as well. We go into a looking for game, gold, silver, you tag up your rank, you get involved, you create new friends, you join our VCs and chat between our community, and at the end of the day, you might end up joining our quizzes, as we have a Brimstone. Obviously, the issue with Brimstone, okay, we're going to have a tech pause here, please, as we see Bangers has crashed the game, or not, they're going to keep pushing.
Probably end up doing a little tech pause in a moment here once everybody knows that Bangers has dropped out of the game. And I think our producers are already on that one.
Hi, monsieur.
Paragon
Oh, might not matter. Just get Bangers back in. If the defender's gonna win this round, I say we keep going. I mean, I know I'm new here, but ooh, Paragon shut down.
We're gonna get a restart on this. This is a bit of unfortunate here. People have just disconnected. They're just gonna remake it, and we're back to us now. Our lovely faces on screen. So
excellent.
We saw a fast push there. Hopefully, it doesn't just give away what they've just tried to do. Let me leave myself.
I will also be leaving this match.
Just leave that one. Apologies for that. So yeah, Haven, love a bit of it. So that B push there that we just saw, it's something that you don't normally see in round one. It's normally an A, direct A through sewers, through long, and just straight into it. But
I like that. I'm sick of seeing an immediate A long push, especially when I play Haven now. When I'm on defense, even if we've got 2 players on A, I'll usually head over to A anyway on the first round, just because that's where everybody always goes. You never see that C push to start the game off. You never see what we just saw, the window hop. That's nice.
Yeah, straight out. They played that incredibly fast, but they left Paragon coming out of Garage straight away. So Paragon did have a great setup around the back. Now, I think it was Lily with the wall going straight out, and it actually kind of worked against them in the way there, because obviously the attackers came straight through. Tim, I think Zero Brain Zero Aim came in with Reina. They were just sitting there with Iron Ben as well and just hiding around the corners that the wall created.
Yeah, they ended up being able to use the wall. They used the entire wall, not just the faces of it, but getting into those corners, making little nooks and crannies for themselves. That was an interesting first round, and I'm wondering. I think we're gonna see the exact same team comps. I hope we see the same team comps. I'm being assured by production that we will. That's good. Okay. Yeah, I was like, that's the bigger concern, is they might be like, oh, they're gonna pick Arena. Well, never mind. Why don't we choose the Phoenix? Actually,
no, have to be. I wouldn't mind that. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I was gonna say, let's maybe talk to production, see if we can let them.
Nova
they can always opt
the Phoenix
to do a Phoenix.
Maybe
We will be
because
getting
the
back to Yeah.
maybe because the attacking team just didn't respect it enough. Let's chuck it in. Maybe a little
That's probably what it
penalization.
was.
You know, we couldn't choose the map this time. We're putting in a bid right now that we want to choose the maps going forward. If this was definitely a binder ascent, we're choosing Pearl next week. I'm sorry, upper
Gotta be
brackets,
Pearl.
it's happening. Pearl is happening next week. Okay, but
If
we
you
did
get to
have
the
a great
finals, you got to be
game.
able to play on every map. You know, sure, you don't like Pearl, that's too bad. You're in the finals and you got this far. You're doing what the casters want, playing
So I did
underwater.
back a house before we went live. I did say I think I've been doing this nearly a year now. September 16th was when I joined the Goose a year ago.
Oh wow!
And actually first started casting with the Goose House as well. They gave me the first opportunity. It was doing amazing. Thank you very much to Lou.
Wow.
But I think it was about 3 weeks in, and we had a great game of. I think it was the upper brackets when we first kind of started doing that. As Bangers is still having some issues. Got kicked. Okay. Bangers is having several issues with this PC. Not something I've seen before from themselves, so I'm hoping it's not a PC error and everything's okay. But we have 3 weeks in,
Yep.
cracking game, and this is the community. Okay, just to put it into perspective, Breeze just came out. So
Oh
we all
yes,
remember it seems
a
like
heady
a year.
time.
It seems like ages ago when Breeze came out.
It
Everyone
really
cried.
does.
Very big map. Very
Yeah.
long. And the upper brackets, I think we had a couple of the owners in on each side, each team. And it was fun because we said, no, we're going to do Breeze. They didn't even do map bans. It was like, right,
Ooh.
straight away, Breeze. And then they all decided to do a knife fight in the first round.
Perfect. I mean, fingers crossed we see something like that here. That would be what I mean. No, honestly, fingers crossed we see a competitive game. But you gotta respect the round one knife fight.
It
That's
happens also a
incredible.
lot. So we're just going through agent select now just to keep you guys posted. They are choosing the same agents. If you see anyone in Twitch, let us know. If they're not, we're now back into game. So round one, are we going to see the window push again?
I mean, they've got to be ready for it over here on Banger's side, right? If I was on I'm Ben, I would say, you know, let's choose any other site, or at least let's go slower to B. They're gonna expect that fast B hit, but maybe, you know, maybe they're doing that that next level. Maybe they're saying they're gonna think that we're gonna think that they're gonna think we're going B, so let's go B. I don't know. It's mind games, you know.
There's a Friends quote there at some point, but I'm now looking at the attacking side. It's a very push-heavy team comp. Okay, and you've got someone like Bangers that can slow down the orbs coming out, the slow orbs from Lily on that Sage. Obviously the flashes, not the flashes, sorry, the stuns coming from Paragon on that Neon. So this defensive side can be very attacking at the same time, but this attacking team is a heavy, heavy push.
Oh yeah. When they get to, I mean, they're going to want to sprint towards the site every time. They've got the Raze satcheling in. Reyna obviously only good if you're taking those aim duels and winning them. And with KO flashing out, I think you've got the chamber for the flank, and everybody else I expect to be holding their W key. Maybe they should just push it in, maybe put a little rock on it right now. Just because that's what they're going to be doing the whole first half.
Yeah, it's exactly what you do in a deathmatch or replication or something. So why not do it in the final of the Goose House?
Why not?
Yeah? Why the hell?
Even though there's 100 euros worth of Valorant skins on the line, which is essentially 100 euros worth of wins, because skins are wins. Why not just mess around and find out, you know?
Yeah, we're taking a bit longer to get into here, so hopefully Bangers hasn't disconnected again.
I think being told by production that Bangers is now cranking the shaft on their computer as fast as they can, so they should be into the match in a moment.
They're getting that hamster wheel, just moving around, you know, just trying to get something to get some coal in the fire.
Yeah.
Any other analogies I can try and think at the top of my head? I'm not quite sure. I'm normally really good at them, actually.
I'm just excited that Bangers has finally gotten coal technology. You know, I was worried they were gonna be using that crank and hamster for the rest of time, but it's good that they're finally burning something to keep the engine going. And look, it worked. Bangers is into the match. The steam is belching out of the funnel at the top of their PC. Excellent.
Yeah, Bangers is in and setting up shop. They're now looking at this C side, but the Brim is kind of like, guys, where we go? I want to go A here. I want to go the standard route. So I think I might fake an early
It looks like a fake. Wow. The first round fake after the tech pause. Can I actually tell you, you know, I first started casting with Goose House, there was a really great semifinals game that I watched, but then we ended up casting this finals game that went down to overtime, both teams reading each other and playing util incredibly. And I'm excited to see it now. That's the game we're watching at the moment. Oh,
Just
look at this.
Oh, he broke it down as well. This is perfect. It's the swarm grenades come out. These baited out the swarm grenades already. The rotation's coming through, but look at this A push. I feel like the Reyna hears it. The Reyna hears Brimstone coming through sewers, and the rotation's going to come back round, but the KO is still sitting there just outside Garage, slowing down Paragon.
Oh, but the spike is starting to be planted on the A site. You can see these rotations coming in from the three players. Already 3 defenders. Oh, 2 defenders, I'm sorry, clustered up. Another one goes down. It's now just a 3v4 in favor of I'm Ben. We've seen a lot out of TGH bangers, and it looks like I'm Ben. They fought their way to the finals as well. Paragon gets Muramasa. Even things up, but Ben immediately takes hers out. A lot of work.
This chamber TP's away. Yeah, they're back onto site now though, and we've seen them play this.
enemy remaining.
Making, never mind, 3k for Titanic Tim, but the shot from Bangers onto Ben actually gets it. Pros never lie.
Last player standing.
Bangers gets some more, but I don't know if there's time.
Yeah, they just played time perfectly. They didn't swing for the kill, they swung for the spike defuse, and they win it. A 4K for Titanic Tim. Oh my gosh. I thought Titanic Tim might be the Titanic, but I now think that they do want to the other team happen to the Titanic. You know, they're gonna bring them down. That was an incredible 4K to start us off.
That was a great 4K. That was a really, really well thought out plan there. Something that I don't think Banger's team may have expected coming through that, but you know, you got Nova was perfectly placed there in B Link to hear the footsteps running around, so fair play to the defensive side for not over-rotating incredibly fast. Bangers was very quick with the trigger fingers. A Vandal now comes out. This bad mouthing in round 2 straight away. See Bangers like Marshall again, but going to push down C rather quickly.
The only real use for the Marshall here is going down too long, but 2 defenders forced out. Nova still in this corner, doing Nova things, finds the spike.
Down
Doesn't
A.
look like it's going to be enough. It's a 2v4 now, 1 defender
remaining.
isolated. Titanic Tim gets Lily. That's their 3rd on the 2nd round. Titanic Tim seems to be smurfing here
Out of
in the
charges.
finals. Bangers with a
Spike
little
planted.
Bangers, yeah, Ben with the Spectre there just beats that Marshall, and unfortunately they are really on the fight, but Bangers team last game in the semi-final we saw, didn't like the first 2 rounds. It's like they were allergic to them. They just didn't like to win them, okay? They just wanted to get the attacking team ahead, just say, okay, you can have a couple and then we'll go, but what we did see a lot in the semi-final was the spike being left behind.
True, that's very true. They don't have to worry about that right now on defense, and it looks like the attackers have picked up the spike. But, you know, TGH Bangers, they were a little allergic to the pistol rounds in their last map, but they didn't face a player like Titanic Tim. 7-0. It's showing that first 4K was not a fluke. And they're getting very aggressive here, right up into A sewers to start the round off.
That ultimate is already live, the Rays. Just going to put that out there before they go up the sewers. Maybe we're going to see a blast pack in. We still got 2 blast packs, grenade, and the ultimate ready to go as the grenade's going to try and clear corners. They've done that with the rotation here. Rocket Fuse coming through. Gets nearly down. Then she gets no one but hers. 4 damage on that one. Nova Cam gets her a mass from the rotation, so back to C long.
Ooh. 0 aim, 0 brain, right up C long, then into garage, and C site is absolutely free. Paragon looking to get this flank as Neon. It's going to be fast, but the spike is already planted. Only 2 defenders left alive. Hers and Paragon. We saw them do a lot in the semifinals.
Last
Do they
player
have
standing.
enough? Not yet. See if Hers can get it done. 1. Not quite there for Hers. Ben shuts the round down, gets 3 on the board for their team.
Yeah, that was a very the Titanic team here coming through the rocket fuse, but Hers there, they nearly lined up for them. Hers nearly got the shot, double shot through, and that could have been a totally different round, but we're feeling the pressure from this team now of Iron Ben. They are literally just piling it on. Brim, you forgot something here, pal. It's not going to get delivered to you. You're not going to get that prime on the way, but this spike is just being left. Like, look at this poor spike. They
don't need it. Titanic Tim is going to ace this round. Oh, good. They sent 0 brain, 0 aim. Get the Reyna on the spike.
Yeah, Zero Brain had 1 brain cell, and that was to pick up the spike, because the orb comes out from Nova, making that Reyna now from ultimate. But the opposite Reyna, Zero Brain, now lets that ultimate through. Nate's going to come to be Link. Then he's down to 3/4 HP, but someone's trying to shoot through the smoke here. There's carnage happening right now. Paragon's up to 18 HP left. But we saw Paragon down to no HP before, getting the kills and timing.
Oh, so close there by Paragon. Finds a second one on site for hers. These Spectres working out. Bangers will recover the Vandal as hers finds a third. They're coming alive here. Sage Wall broken. 2 attackers, 2 defenders. Window control firmly in favor, and Titanic Tim is so close.
Last player
no
standing.
good, but Muramasa still finds Bangers through the smoke.
How did Muramasa get that? They were blinded fully up. They just made sure they were in.
1 enemy remaining.
Hers for the ace. 1 kill left, and hers gets shut down by Muramasa. Oh my gosh, they put it all on their back. That was almost the second time we've seen hers clutch up in an insane situation. That would have been a one-person round, an ace to close things out, but not quite enough there in the end. Muramasa shuts it down, and the spike goes off. I mean, Ben's team is looking very, very powerful here. A 4-round lead on Haven. It's an attack-sided map, but not this heavily.
Oh, hers is now disconnected. We're going to have a tech pause hopefully very soon. If someone can do that very quickly for us. There we go. Thank you very much, Lou. There's nothing
all right
to do. Perfect. It's now in our control, which is really like to see. But yeah, I said this at the start on the second one. They were on the first restart, apologies. They were very push heavy, and that is exactly what they have done very, very quickly.
True.
This pause is perfect. It's not by done. We can do pauses. I've seen them happen quite a few times, actually, just like you see in sort of VCT and stuff like that. But, you know, Astra's PC has died and needs a little bit of a reboot. I think it's on fire. This push has been happening and the kills going through. Hers has really been pushing through and really trying to create a little bit of sort of momentum going through on their team. But if you look at the kills, it's just Tim. Tim is really pushing
the story on Ben's side is Tim. 10-2, a 5-0 KD. I mean, and we saw this is not an easy team to put up these numbers against. TGH Bangers absolutely rolled through on Bind. It was a close game in the end, but they were looking very comfortable and very clean on roughly the same comp. A different, you know, more different duelist, different double duelist. Nova was on the Yoru last round, and I don't know if they still had the Astra for hers. So otherwise,
it was just the Sage. It was the Sage and the Sky that was the only difference. The Skies are good.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
The flashes coming over all the walls. You can flash many multiple sites from a different site. Let's say if you're running up B, you can flash over to C. Sure. So it's definitely something along those lines. So 0 and 4. How do they get this back? I think it's just an aim game right now. I think generally the attacking side are just aim diffing. And it's definitely not in Banks' side now to just lose their heads here. I know for a fact that they'll have a bit of fun with this one. Computers are crashing here from the left, right, and center, but that's not your fault. It's nothing that you can do about that.
No.
So just make sure that your head's clean, get it right, sit yourself comfortable where you normally sit, and they can bring this back.
Motivate that hamster, get a few extra cycles in the PC, crank that shaft, put in a little bit more coal, and we're on it. You know, they can be back in this game in no time. And what I really want to highlight is, outside of Tim, the story of the whole map so far is Tim. Everyone else in the server is looking pretty even. You know, we've got some 1s and 2s, we've got some 3s and 4s, but Tim is really just the story of the map. If these defenders can figure out a way to shut Tim down, to take it so that Tim doesn't get a fair duel, they're not just 1v1ing over and over and over again, then I think they can take a lot more control here. They can get a little bit more comfortable on the defense side and string a couple of rounds together. If they don't do that, though, I think Tim is just going to keep on pushing down the front door of whatever site they want to go to, and then Ben is going to follow behind, and the whole team will get on site. But look, I mean, biggest advantage the defenders had. The attackers kept forgetting the spike, and now we've given them a couple of minutes to remember the spike. That's rough. That's hard news for TGH Bangers team.
Just a little shout out to the people in Red Bull Lounge right now. Server, we have a lounge. We have a couple. Goose Library, nice lo-fi radio. Love it for working time. We have a Club Boomer for the 25 plus because there is a few oldies like myself in the game. And general voice channels, we've got Red Bull Lounge, okay? Let's see Aaron and Kersey, you're sitting in there watching the stream. It's very nice to have you on board. Twitch, what do we think? Twitch channel, how do you think this is going to run? You know, Amor wants to sit there and hurry up and play Minecraft. We do have a Minecraft server as well in the thing. It's just extras that we have in our servers. We're talking about our Discord a little bit more, so...
Hurry up and play Minecraft, incredible. I'm
Go
gonna say that
play
more often when
Minecraft.
I'm casting Valorant.
Yeah,
we gotta get this show on the road so that I can get back to my Minecraft server.
I'm surprised
We
you're
got
not playing it
diamonds to
right
farm.
now at the same time. You know, I know
Listen,
you can
I mean-
do things at once.
You know, we're not live. You know, our cameras aren't on the stream right now, so I'm gonna confirm or deny what I'm doing with my hands. If I maybe am looking around a lot, you know, I'm a busy guy. I got a lot going on.
And hers is now reconnected. They're
Excellent.
having a bit of banter between the teams. This is what we like to see. You know, there's no real flaming or anything like that. Just banter between the teams. There's a lot of it in our servers, as we're going to see that hers is back on the timer. We're going to leave just so they can set up a little bit because there's only 2 seconds left on the clock. So we're going to see how this runs out. Round 5. I feel this could be an attacking loss on this round. The defense have got this.
Absolutely, and they need that. I hope you didn't cast or curse them because their economy is looking a little bit in shambles. Obviously, even if they lose, they're going to get 2,900 because they've lost more than 3 in a row. But they won't be able to have full buys and full shields with their utility next round unless they win this round. We've got a couple of ults already up for the defenders and a couple more ults on the way. But it's going to take more than ults to win this round, and we're right off. It's looking like that mid-aggression out of Ben's team, going to garage again, hoping to find either B or C open. C looks the most open. Banger's trying to hold the site down, but Tim aim dipping everyone. Paragon reclaims
Spike
garage.
down. C.
The spikes in Gary right now.
That is Spike. Flashed off of it, and 0 brain, 0 aim. Honestly, I think that name might be wrong. Lily finds 2 in CT, but the Spike has been recovered. They could be going anywhere now, but
One enemy remaining.
Oh my gosh!
Spike
Well, thank
down
goodness they're
mid.
back in the server. They find the Spike for the second time, and it's all onto Muramasa.
Well, so Gets coming out through, but Miramasa, what? No, he was pushing that. But Lily with a 3k and a res. Lily's back online. What is happening?
That was an incredible round from Lily. I mean, they really clawed that back. Shoutouts to Lily, shout out to hers for finding those clutch kills when they needed it. And Paragon retaking Garage, finding the Spike. That was the entire round there. Because for a moment, it really looked like Titanic Tim finding bangers was going to be an easy C take for this attacking half. But that was a great response out of Bangers team. Excellent job by the defense here.
Paragon just left Garage open. As soon as there was a couple of the grenade coming through and the wall going up on B, Paragon just
want to
ditched
play?
it. Garage
Let's
now, I don't
play.
want anything to do with it. It's my favorite position to hold on this. But Chambers now wanting to play. We're going to see if there's anything coming out as they're going to go down this A long. There's your smoke. There's your flashes coming out. Just as we're going to see Skirmish going through again. The smoke coming out, flash coming out. Unfortunately, Paragon is going to go down with a headshot. 0-0, another one as well. These aims.
One enemy remaining.
3K for 0
Spike down
brain.
A.
And it's all down to Bangers
Oh.
with Marshall. I mean, you talked
Spike
about
planted.
this last game. For those of you just joining us, Bangers with the Marshall is nothing to write off. And they retake the site. They trade out their signature gun for a Phantom, which I got to approve of. Or it's a Vandal, I think, actually.
It's a Phantom. Silence
It is a
coming
Phantom. It
out.
is a Phantom. Okay.
Yeah. I can't hear it.
Oh, and Tim goes down. Or sorry, Tim takes down Bangers in the end.
Yeah, you heard the blast back coming on. The grenade created some space, and the carry just was bait there. This is what Bangers' team did really well, though. They used Paragon Nova to create some room in sitting there in corners, so we haven't quite seen that. The map's obviously a lot bigger, a lot more things to come through, and unfortunately the retakes just haven't been that clean. A retake, especially on that A side, could be very, very difficult.
Yeah.
You haven't got anyone on the flank. You've only got really 1 point of entry, and Heaven's always smoked.
True. And I mean, I know we've had so many tech issues so far, but it looks like we have another tech issue since 0 brain, 0 aim. Clearly read 100 brain, 100 aim. I mean, this is unbelievable. Do they find another? They do. Rain of Death Nova Cam. And they are looking for more. Muramasa finds hers. The A side is open, and like you said, it's hard to retake even with everyone alive. Find one.
Oh.
Second.
Spike planted.
Reload. But Paragon is right there with the classic. What was this?
Last player
Watching
standing.
Tim gets 2, 1 with the nade. One up close and bangers is the last to fall. 6v1. Holy cow.
But I think a storm just come through and just mashed everything up. I think everyone's mouses were backwards for a second. Everything was just... Paragon Vandal picked up was empty. That's what happened. Paragon picked up a weapon and it was needing a reload. So that could have been totally different. But I'm Ben there, getting a bit of a revenge on that from that last round on bangers there with a headshot. So I think we could have a Killjoy chamber battle going on right now. It's going to be quite good to see as Miramasa is going to hit a knife onto that door there, and the Nova is down.
Still catches them. The garage door is broken. It looks like there's going to be a lot of garage aggression. Can Nova hold their nerve? They strike one. They dismiss out. Really solid play there. Don't lose any health. Backing up onto the C site, giving up nothing for these attackers. The A players have left the site. Now the attack is completely slowed down. 2 people dead mid. They're looking for a site to hit. Titanic Tim is all the way up in this C-long cubby, and the call's coming in.
I think Lem got a nice pick off that wall. In B, so they broke the wall quite quickly. Also, push through garage, but Paragon is just rotating really quick. Look at the Killjoy setup. They just need to play back here for this Killjoy setup. Bangers just needs to survive, and this is a really good push because KO is now looking to potentially come around here. But look where everyone is. They're holding every single site. They're holding the corner. They're looking out.
So respectful. So respectful of Ben's team. You should be. I mean, Titanic Tim is still sitting at 5 KD. They're 15-3 here in the 8th round. I would be terrified if I was banging that grenade. They make it 16-3.
30 seconds
left. Can they put another on the board before they go down?
One enemy remaining.
No, Paragon finds Tim as Lily finds Muramasa. A lot left to do for Amora, and so far they haven't much, not to be rude, Amora, but this is a perfect time to clutch up. The C site is theirs. All that KJ utility is dead.
Apologies, it wasn't Lem.
10 seconds left.
Lem was watching as well. It's Lily there as the time just comes in. This Guardian can be overpowered though, and unfortunately Lily is more overpowered. It doesn't matter if it's Sky or the Sage. Lily's gun aim is unstoppable right now.
I do think Beanie. Yeah, I think I just read that there's some PvE patch notes where they're going to patch Lily because they're a little too overpowered right now. You know, they're a little too good.
In between games we had there, I did beef them up a little bit in game. Lily's been a bit overpowered. Apparently they were negative in their first game, but you don't need to win the first game. You don't need to be good in the first game. You get carried in the first game. It's not streamed, right? You need to show up when we're clipping right now. Lily was negative in the first game. They're now 9-6-2. 4 ultimates on the side of defense right now. Unfortunately, it's not the Killjoy, but we do have the Palpatine from Paragon. You've got Nova sitting there with the Reyna. Hers with that incredible silence wall to just stop. That flash, I don't think, really went out too far. I think a CSGO player at heart.
Oh yeah, you can tell with these flashes. Excellent pop flashes out of Muramasa. And the B site is going to fall very quickly. Lily find one as another drops. Who got that kill?
Banger's got one on C-long as well.
Wow, so that was a quick retake of B. Forced the attackers off.
Yeah, and they're not going to hear this, but they're already putting 2 over to this A site. The flash would have come out. Nova would have been good to cam straight over.
Oh, hers goes down. And Muramasa finds Paragon. It's now 3v3. Oh my gosh, Lily finds one
enemy remaining.
3 kills.
Goes down, Muramasa gets a third. 1v2, Spike already planted. Bangers putting down some utility. But it might be too little too late here.
Swarm grenade out.
I'm hoping to see some Marshall play out of them. You know, those quick headshots. Even though they've got the Vandal. They can do a Marshall impression with the Vandal. Oh.
Way. That's a 4K from Muramasa.
Well done. That was incredible. And let's see on the replay. I mean, this B hit was so fast. It went so well for these defenders early on. They've got 2 picks in 1 second, but unfortunately, the round goes the way of the attackers. Or fortunately, if you're here for I'm Ben's team, I can't blame you. 17-4 for Tim. Muramasa's at 9-6. It's a great game for these attackers so far. I'm hoping that we'll still see a full half when they switch to defense. You know, it's looking a little bit one-sided here at 2-7.
Bangers. The Bangers just called them out to come to see you chickens, and I feel like we're going to see a very quick push in. We're going to see Bangers miss every shot so far, and I wonder what pod text is going to click right now for the replay. As Master gets heard
Last
down as
player
well.
standing.
Nova is the last player standing.
Spike
With this
planted.
Buzz Lightyear, and 3K for I Am Ben. I'm waiting for the chat to come out right now.
Now, we do have a replay of a memorable moment. Just the highlights for us here at the Goose House as we watch Bangers miss every single shot in the Marshall. It's okay, Bangers, we saw some incredible Marshall clutches. And look, it hasn't deterred them at all. They've immediately bought up to that Marshall again. If at first you don't succeed, bye-bye again. That's what they're saying.
Ben as well just posted to Bangers. It's like, why can't you do whiffs like that when it's one-on-one versus me, as they are having an incredible duel, this Chamber versus this Killjoys. They're not going to go to B this time, but we're going to see a half buy potentially coming out. Yeah, Bangers without Marshall again. Spectre and Sheriff's coming out in Classic, so we've really got to protect this Econ as well. Ben with a clean shot. And again on Bangers.
Can they find a third? Not quite, and they're damaged up. They've damaged 2 of the defenders here. Headhunter is out. Oh, they find a third. Ben is looking for 4, looking for the ace. The push is coming through on A from all sides. Muramasa breaking this wall. Just Lily and Nova left.
2 minutes.
No gun advantage.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my gosh! Ben with the 4K and Muramasa denies the ace. I'm sure that's coming up in voice chat right now. 2-9
before
in
the
favor
switch.
of I'm Ben.
1 bullet left in that round, and just tapped it. Just tapped
Unreal.
Nova's head straight away. This is really one-sided, and this is not the Bangers' team we saw in the semi-final. They're just getting kind of diffed everywhere right now, and it's not fun to see, but the clean shooting, precise from Ramasa, Tim, I Am Ben now as well, is incredible.
And I know this isn't going to make things easier for Bangers and for their team, but I just want to remind you the stakes of this. I will only be friends with the winners of this in the Goose House, and that's going to be big. It's going to be a huge momentum swing for either of these teams. Oh, Brain aim finds Bangers, but Paragon evens it out.
Spike
takes out
down,
Muramasa.
C.
That's the spike. They now know the spike is in garage. This
Stand
wall
down.
is a fake. Lily holding the angle that Ben doesn't check as Paragon finds another. Lily goes for that revive. Gets hers back on their feet. 3v2 in favor of the defenders. But they have struggled so much even with these advantages. Oh, for a second
there, I thought hers was on the behind. You just absolutely done me there. I need to wake up a little bit. I'm always playing this ultimate, but not in a position you think would be. Nova actually got through on the other side, so
Lily's
more of the first kill of the
standing.
game.
Wow. All down to Titanic Tim, but what other player would you want in the clutch? Tim throws the showstopper at the bomb, finds nobody as the defuse had yet to come through. And now Nova holding the cross.
Last
holding the
player
bomb.
standing.
Nova does take out Tim. Do they have the time? It's already halved. It looks like they do. 3 on the board to close out the half. A long run for TGH Bangers, but an excellent end to the half.
Switching
they could
sides.
come back here.
Is that
Look at this replay.
They're still around? Still around. Yeah, those walls playing really well. The Lily has been on fire this whole tournament. May have gone negative in the first game, but the last game we saw in the sky, hers as well, backing them up. They're a really good, strong unit team that do play very well together.
Absolutely.
Paragon,
and you've said a couple times. Sorry?
Paragon was carnage on this attacking side last in the semi-final, so we've yet to see them really come alive.
That's true. You've said a couple times now that Lily went negative in the first game. And listen, I'm sure the numbers, I believe you, but every kill that Lily got was in a clutch that they won. I mean, they were, in terms of impact, unbelievable in the semifinals. And if the scoreboard says something different, listen, I'll take it up with mathematics later on. But for now, it looks like we're going over to this A side for Bangers team. They're doing that classic A attack. Bangers finds Tim, which is huge, but Tim trades it out to hers. Taking Tim out, though, is going to be enormous. And already pressuring down C long, but no headhunter. What's left to be the headhunter when you got a classic like that? What? What are we seeing?
I'm not quite sure.
One enemy remaining.
Bangers with a 3k here, but Lily's now planting already
Spike
on that
planted.
C site, so Zero Brain is got to try and get round. It's 1 versus 3. They have a Lear and a Hill, so this is very possible. Reyna's in. Oh,
Bangers looking for the
Oh,
kill.
Bangers
Gets
gets
the
the
4K.
4K.
Wow. What a shot there to close it out. I mean, Bangers was on one just then.
this
They're
chamber
looking like
here
Lily.
really just dinked. The chamber dinked the heads on the way down with the little sort of peeks in and out of the behind the boxes, and actually dinked
Yeah.
2 heads there, which really gave them that kind of kill pressure. As Paragon did try and charge them down, but I think Paragon may have stunned themselves as well at the same time. Not quite getting the accuracy, that geometry with the shooting of the stuns. So I think that's what gave that chamber a little bit more of an angle. But Nova, they're going to come through here. Shooting that carry now straight down. I can never get that down in the shot in time. This is going to be too slow. Massive kind of flash and just miss nearly everything.
Muramasa finds the head eventually, though, and Tim takes down hers. A huge round for these defenders. Paragon finds Muramasa, but Muramasa gets Lily
down
posthumously. And that's the spike in the grenade. Paragon looking to recover it. Zero Brain with the Sheriff is doing their best.
player
Bangers with the
standing.
martial aggression, whipping every shot, but they do get there in the end. The Sheriffs wrap it up. Whew.
It seems
What
like
a round.
flashes and blinds just don't work at
No.
all.
Oh,
in this
every time
game.
someone's blind, they just shrug it off and get a couple of headshots.
Unless it's Bangers' team right now. Bangers' team just seems to be blinded all the time, and they can't shoot through it. It seems just kind of unfair right now. If I was playing this game, I would be, like, my mental would slowly start to sit.
Oh yeah,
4
and I
and
think
10.
that first round that we saw them win in this half, the secret sauce to that round, I think they did a lot of good stuff. They used their utility well. The secret sauce was they found Tim in the first seconds of the round, and if you can get Titanic Tim down, you can win a round on this attacking half. But as long as that Raze is alive, I think they're in a lot of trouble. Paragon getting so much information now is found out by the boom bot, has to leave garage. Defenders on that site. Tim finds Lily. It's still advantage to the attackers, but as long as Tim is alive, I'm not counting the defenders out.
Now Sage used that wall up there, so it has split that B
I'm
push.
outta
But
here.
you would think the wall there, that means the bomb would be around, but Reyna Nova is actually moving us to this A site. So
Gotta go.
they've got to pick a site here and just attack it. Okay, you're 3v2, 4v2, apologies. Tim
Oh,
may
no.
count as 5
How
people
did-
here. Let's be
How
honest.
did Tim? Yeah, it's actually 6v4. Tim, how did they anticipate this?
Last player
Where's their
standing.
crosshair placement? Nova takes out Tim. Now it's all down to Ben in the 1v4.
Spike planted.
And I mean, there's no reason to save the Marshall. They may as well go for it.
Let's see if Ben can pull off the Marshall as well as Bangers does. No one does quite like it, but Nova's popping a few shots through. Missing the first, missing the second, missing the third. Has to TP back.
Oh,
Bangers in with a
from
knife!
Bangers! Oh no! Wow, shattering the morale there, picking up a second round for their team on this half. I mean, that's big. That's a big economic advantage, especially considering the forces that we saw in. Although now that I'm thinking about it, I actually think the defenders there were holding the guns that the attackers had bought in the previous round. So economically, still somewhat stable. Like Zero Brain will be forcing up into this round, and Muramasa will join them. But the rest of these defenders are just going to hold on to Sheriffs, maybe some light armor. Nope, no light armor, just classics. That's fine. Keeping the econ stable.
No one saw that coming, but we did, because Banger said something about missing a knife shot. So we're gonna hopefully Paragon is gonna take down Muramasa. That's a big pick. That KO down. Oh, and then one.
What?
I was waiting for the second shot just to come out there. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. 2 bullets left in this Chambers Sheriff.
That's 2 more kills they could get based on the headshot that we just saw. Paragon taking deep garage control, looking to pressure CT once this Brim Molly runs out, but that's in about a year and a half. Okay, it's up already. Paragon does find one for their troubles. Amora goes down.
Watch out.
Or
2
to take a
defenders
head
still
shot
on
there.
C site.
Oh, is it
Spike
on this,
down, C.
Neon, is it gonna run around the back here?
True. Are they going to suspect the late flank? No. Tim with the Sheriff finds Paragon.
One
Takes
enemy
by the way.
remaining.
They're just stuck here as Nova. It does have the spike. The spike Reyna ult now coming out, as I don't think we really saw that in the first half. The second half, but they're all still sitting on this C
Agreed.
site. They know it's going to be a fake.
30
Zero
I
seconds
don't know
left.
how they know that. Oh no, the Reyna diff to close the round out. Oh, Nova, a little too antsy maybe, or maybe should have just gone to another site. It's hard to know. You know, we can see that radar through the walls, but they're just going on instinct, on gut feels. And against something like that, I mean, look at the shot out of I'm Ben. Against players like this, it's hard to keep your mental strong to know what you should do in those clutch situations. 5-11.
Right, it's all really onto. Iron Ben is 15 and 9. They're not really dying. 13 and 9 0 Bream as well. So these two are really staying alive. Obviously 23 and 7 on Titanic. They get a couple of these down, it can really start to swing. So not, you know, one away from match pointers.
Spike down A.
What an opening kill, and 2 kills there for Zero Brain. Zero Brain 100 aim.
Grenade.
The spike is recovered at this point, although it looks like Nova is in a rough position. Gonna try to make their way out, but Zero Brain
Spike
gets
down
the third. Hers has found one in response.
One
I'm not
enemy
sure if it's gonna be
remaining.
enough. Muramasa takes out hers. Only Lily with the frenzy. And they're getting antsy, it looks like. And no,
Return to
Muramasa
dust.
jumps around the corner. Lily recovers the Vandal. Can they do a little more? Not quite a 4K for Zero Brain to get their team to match point. Match point, Beanie.
They just
Match
press W
point.
there, and they're really now just pushing down on it and knowing straight away that they've pretty much got this game in hand, or at least you know, they got a fair few rounds to go before they really think about playing.
Yeah.
In a sense, but for the respect, I'd love to see Team Bangers just clutch a few more rounds back, claw their way back into this a touch more, and have a bit of fun with this. But yeah, the winner gets a nice crate of Red Bull sent to their house, each and every one of their players, and a ton of Hawks getting ready for their giveaway of more Red Bull Valorant points. And they've just left C-side open. The TP coming back in, they would have put that straight away.
Ben has the op now, already deadly with the headhunter. What can they do with the most powerful gun? Nothing! Nova shuts them down through the smoke right away. There's the op down on C. Lily finds Zero Brain. It might not be the last round we're witnessing here, but 3 defenders still alive. I've said it before, Titanic Tim is so good that you should never count the defenders out while they're still alive. Muramasa, ooh, found by Nova Cam, and now it's a 2v5 here for Amora Tim. The top and bottom frags for I'm Ben's team. The C site has been heard by Amora. Plant going down.
Spike
Late
planted.
work here from Tim. They've
Last
done this
player
before. I
standing.
wonder. Nova
The
finds
ult,
one.
ult's put out by the Paragon here. Titanic is just going to walk through. Kind of, Paragon is on a massive run.
Oh my god, Tim finds
Almost
2.
down.
Paragon's flanking the flank. The wall is up in garage. Tim didn't know. The time is ticking. They've got to break this wall. They've got the showstopper pop. They're looking for some attackers. Clear the corner near. Tap the spike, but Banger shuts them down from long. It's 6 now for TGH Bangers. Holy cow! The fact I started to believe that Tim could do that.
Well,
Oh
we said
my
it in the
gosh.
couple of rounds ago, right? Tim counts for a couple more players than just one right now. They're playing the game of their life. And I thought they could have done it. That wall was huge there by Lily, just slowing everything down. But Bangers was on long. I just didn't see that for some reason on the map. Bangers just hiding with that operator. The upgraded Marshal, should we say. And Muramasa going to go potentially spot these guys out really quickly.
True. Muramasa trying to get some early in for their knife sees nothing though if they don't push in. Ben finds Bangers, and that's the off battle 1 for the defenders. Can they get a second? Yes, Ben finds the second,
Spike
and Zero
down
Brain
A.
finds the third. This looks like it might be the
Last
last round.
player
Hurst finds
standing.
one. It's all down to Hurst. They find another, but Muramasa shuts it out.
Defenders win.
I'm Ben win the Goose House Finals this week. Wow. What a game.
Yeah,
Look at
they
this replay.
really set the tone here. This is from round 1 to the last round here, 13 for the win. But they really pushed that, and pushing that with the chamber ult, it's just ridiculous. 6 first bloods for Tim, 4 for Zero Brain. You know that it was a bit of a rampage going on. And to be fair to Bangers' team, they can hold their heads so high. That kind of game,
Absolutely.
you can lose mental, and to be able to take a couple towards the end of the round there, the round of the game, that's big. It's
It's huge.
Very well played from the guys at Bangers.
Absolutely. I mean, Bangers had some excellent rounds there. The fact that they weren't able to clutch it out doesn't really say much about them. It says, if you look at the stats, you can see what the story is. Titanic Tim had an unbelievable game. What was their score there at the end? I don't remember it myself, but it was
25-9.
Whew! I mean, listen, if I had a game like I'm Ben, where you go 16-9, 17-9, maybe I'd write that. I might tell a friend, like, yeah, I played pretty well today. If I had a game like Titanic Tim just had, I'm going out and I'm buying a diary so that I can write it down and remember that day forever. That is an incredible game. There's no shame in losing to a player who's on a streak like that.
Yeah, unfortunately, you just can't really do it. And Amora played their part. 6 plants, okay? So straight down, they did play their part, even if they were 2-13. 9 assists. It doesn't matter. Everyone plays their part in the game, and everyone gets to play next week if you're
Ooh.
Diamond and above. I'm gonna have to think about that. Yeah, Plat, Diamond. Yeah, Diamond and above, all the way up to Radiant. We have a few Radiant players in our
Ooh.
servers. They come out to play sometimes. I wonder if the owners are gonna get involved next week. Lou, maybe if they're around. It'd be good to see a couple of people in that. And if you are that kind of player in the higher bracket, please get involved straight into our Discord. I think it's up at around the Friday, Saturday. Ross will post it out in the server notices, and you can get yourself involved and potentially be casted, streamed on Twitch by one of us. I think I'm around next week. Hitachi, it's been amazing. It's been good to see. What I love about this is the fact that you're all the way in the States, we're all the way in the UK, and we're doing this together, right? This is amazing.
Oh, yeah. It's fantastic. I love it. I mean, I get to hear all of the Britishisms that I don't usually get to hear in my day-to-day life. It's really nice. It's nice to see how it's played across the pond. It's nice to just be able to enjoy Valorant. And for me, one of the nicest things is for you, I know it's late at night. For me, it's 5:30 p.m. So I feel fantastic. I'm ready to go have the rest of my day. I still have to have dinner. I mean, it's been a real blast. Thank you so much for letting me cast at the Goose House. Beanie, it's been awesome casting with you. And everybody who's watching, I don't know why you wouldn't get involved in a series like this. If I had ping that was at all reasonable on these servers, I'd be playing in this maybe not next week. I'm not, maybe just not because I'm not Diamond to Radiant, but just to let everybody have a break. But then I might jump in on the Plat and below ones just for fun, just to see what that's like.
Yeah,
but yeah,
just
thank you
come
again.
in. No worries. It's been an absolute pleasure, guys. Have a fantastic night or evening if you're in the States. And we shall see you next week. And there's lots going on this week. Just come and check it out in our Discord.